So in the morning, I'll try and find out lots of information online, YouTube, Google searches, different news outlets to find out what's happening with big bits of news and what kind of impact that has on the market, so I can understand what I'll be looking at in terms of businesses, whether it be short, long. So I like to take this information in via videos because it means I can do the work at the same time. So I was thinking about how I could do something where I can automate this a little bit better and have something very specific, so I don't need to look at lots of different bits of information. So my normal AI studio using vibe coding, I produced this little app where it's about what's trending for public companies. So it pulls in, and the prompts that I use for this looks at very specific areas, so normal kind of Google searches, but certain specific YouTubers that I like to kind of get information on, various other things as well. And what it does is obviously brings out that information, a bit of a kind of description, potential impact, but important as well to whether it's bearish or bullish for certain companies as well. It does have quite a kind of US slant on it. I've tried to make it a little bit more agnostic of markets, so like trying to look at different markets, Europe, UK, etc. But you do end up with a lot of US information. So that's nice, I've got this information, I can look at it, I can read it, that's brilliant. But then I was thinking, well, I like to take in this information via video, so what can I do with that? So what I now have is this running and refreshing in the morning automatically, and this information automatically porting over to a NotebookLM I created. So NotebookLM just documents from this app. So yeah, it will come over, get run, pop into this app. And then once you've got this in NotebookLM, you can do various things like audio overview, but what I've done is a couple of video overviews. So I've given it a couple of instructions about how best to produce these, but it produced a kind of today's market movers video. It takes about 10-15 minutes generally, but it seems to be pretty decent. And then again, using Google automation, firing it over to YouTube, uploading it. At the moment I can only get it post public, but again maybe unlisted or private, so I can just view it. And then in the morning, like I did this morning, I come in and watch this video, and it's essentially a synopsis of this information with all the information on what's happening, what's the information, but like I said, it's showing that kind of bearish and bullish sentiment against businesses as well. So far it's been really successful actually in terms of just, what are the businesses that I'm looking at, how am I looking in terms of shorting or short or long. So yeah, it works really well.